I go to the grocery store and I know exactly what I'm gonna cook, so I buy the ingredients. And like yesterday, I went to the grocery store. I have no idea what I'm gonna cook this weekend, and I just bought a bunch of things and I was sleeping on it. And today I thought, okay, I'm going to make these Turkish koftes in the oven because I have parsley, I have red pepper, and I have this beautiful meat, and I have garlic and onion and everything they use. So basically I'm gonna just use my fridge, my freezer, and my pantry to create food. And I thought that's such a good, idea to bring you along with me, because I do this a lot. And let's grind the meat first. So I washed the meat very well. I cut it into like little pieces that would fit into the grinding machine. And let me wash this since I touched it. First, when I bought this, I thought I was gonna make Mexican food again, but then because I bought flour tortillas, but then I was like, we had that like just a few weeks ago. Let's do something else. So now the meat is grinded, and I'm gonna pull out all the vegetables and things that's gonna go in here from the fridge. So the parsley is washed. I'll wash the pepper. I'm not gonna use all of it, only maybe 1/3. I have this pepper paste called harissa in the fridge, and Turkish food has a lot of pepper in it, so I'm gonna use a little bit. I'll have 1 shallot and 1 garlic. I also separated a little bit of meat right here to make food for kids, just like plain meat with pasta. They like eating that. A little bit of oil in it. And just salt. They don't like anything else. Just oil and salt. Okay. Now, have some like herbs. Add maybe a little bit of herbs. I take just 1/3 of this pepper. Maybe a little more. I think that's enough. Pepper. Parsley, garlic, onion. All right. I really don't know what happened here. I've used this machine 1,000 times and I just could not figure out what was going on. So I was putting the cap on wrong. So that was it. It's so humid today. My hair is turning to its natural shape. Okay. Okay, add your parsley, your harissa, your pepper, your garlic, and your shallot or onion into a food processor and turn it into a rough paste. And if you have a bigger food processor, use that. I mean, I don't know, my prehistoric one broke, but I added a little water and oil to the paste, and this is what it looks like. So we're gonna put this in here. My kids are playing outside, so they're going crazy. This looks really good. Now I'm gonna add the salt and the pepper to this. Only salt and pepper, we don't need anything else. And I'm gonna put the oven on already, let it heat up while I roll these. Okay, let's do some salt. I preheated the oven to 425. Let's see if this is gonna be enough salt. And then I have a baking tray. I am going to put parchment paper on it. I'm actually out of parchment paper. I have to order. Pepper. Generous amount of pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. And we'll see what happens. Okay, I am done mixing. The most important part of my filming, my children decided to have a fight, and one was swinging, the other one went around the swing and hit herself and whatever. Oh, it's rough. So I'm just gonna roll these into little koftas. I don't know if you've ever seen the shape of it, but dip your hands in cold water for it to be easier, and then try to make them similar size as possible. My kids are so picky about food, and my kids also don't get along. If you have kids and you're a mom or dad and your kids get along, please let me know how, so I can try what you're trying, because mine are just, they have 5 years gap between them. So one is basically a toddler, she's 3.5, and the other one is 8.5, who's, you know, a very intelligent boy, but he they just cannot share anything. I mean, they fight about everything. She's a devil, to tell you the truth. She's a queen. You see what I'm doing? Just pinching them, like little pinches, trying to get them all the same size. Doesn't have to be, right? But you know, if it is better, because they're gonna cook similarly, so nothing will be overcooked or undercooked. Just by looking at this and by smelling it, I know it's gonna taste good. I know that in the Turkish cuisine, they use a lot of red peppers and parsley and garlic and onion, and I see this all the time when I'm like on YouTube or Instagram looking at other people cooking. It always comes up on your feed when you're searching, and I always see these beautiful flavors. I actually don't like peppers that much in my food, but whatever. I'm almost done here. All right, the oven is preheated, more or less the same size. You see, they look beautiful. They smell amazing. I'm gonna just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top, and then put in the oven 425 and forget about it for 30 minutes, and then I'll check back and put my ring back. Wrong way. And by the time this cooks, I'm gonna have time to clean up a little bit, make my space cleaner and nicer, and we'll see. Okay, the oven middle rack. I'll cleaned up my workspace a bit. The kids' food is done. Washed all those dishes. And now I'm gonna start cutting up my salad. I have the recipe of the salad, a very full video of it. So I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to watch it. It's been 15 minutes since the food is in the oven, and it already smells amazing, and I can see it bubbling. I'm not gonna open the door, but with the light on, it looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna wait another 15 minutes to open up and see how the meat is doing, how the koftas are doing, and I will report back. I'm almost done with my salad. So it's been 30 minutes exactly since I put the meat in. I'm gonna take it out. My face is always itching. Ooh, delicious. Oh, amazing. Look at that. I'm gonna just throw it under the broiler for 5 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go. I'm gonna throw it under the broiler at low heat, I think. Not high. All right, in with the broiler. Ooh. All right, gonna go under the broiler, clear off, broil low. 12:24, I'll check out it at 12:30, 6 minutes. All right, it is 12:30 exactly. Let me see if my meat is where I want it to be. Yes, there was more yelling, so I had to mute this. I took out the meat. It looked delicious. It looked beautiful. Let's see this. Beauty. Gorgeous. I'm gonna move it now. Gonna remove it, put it in a dish. Show you how I am going to serve these. I have this Mission tortillas, flour tortillas. I usually just warm, okay, just like this, I warm it up. And I'll take a big plate today because I have salad. So today I'm not gonna make fresh salad. I am just going to, because I made the other salad from root vegetables. So this is done. All I do is basically I'm gonna take 2 of these little things. They're so beautiful. And I'm gonna put this red cabbage on. I made this yesterday. It's basically red cabbage marinated in vinegar and oil and a little bit of lemon juice and some salt. I don't have a video for it because I haven't made it yet, but it's very easy. So I wish I had some kind of white sauce with this. I have nothing at home. Like, I don't have yogurt or anything. Okay, let's try. Let's try this. The meat is delicious. I hope you try this.